Hello and welcome everyone to this Warcraft replay. There we go, loading took quite a while, but we got there in the end, I guess. So this is going to be a Netease louder game here, played I think 23rd, so on Saturday, seems about right. It is the 24th of course, and it is Christmas Eve. It's actually 9 minutes away from Christmas, so yeah, I'm casting this at midnight. Surprisingly enough, everyone on my house is awake, so yeah, they probably wouldn't mind too much. So let's just get things done here. Hopefully I can cast a little more frequently now that I've actually finished work for the rest of the year, and for a little while as well. So yeah, there's hoping for that. We have Fly spawning in as the blue orc in the bottom left. He is just going for a standard opening here. Most likely Blade Master first. I mean, we haven't seen any variation from pretty much most orcs recently. I haven't actually caught up with any of the recent tournaments, such as Bolt Play or Neostar, but I'm fairly confident that nothing has actually changed, and yeah, I doubt it's gonna change anytime soon. Happy spawning in as the red undead in the top right, going for Death Knight first. It seems to be Ted opening here for himself, and yeah, we'll see if he goes for a third ghoul or not. It seems like he will indeed go for it. So just a couple seconds late in terms of Crypt Fiend timing, but in exchange for that, he is going to be pretty fine and dandy with his lumber problems. Let's switch over now since never mind. It seems like the pinging, surprisingly enough, the pinging's louder in Happy's base compared to Fly's base, despite being in Fly's perspective. Oh well. We'll have to make do, of course. Did enjoy casting the Nostalgia Craft, which had the notifications and of course the spectators. Always nice to not hear the pingings every 1 second, I guess. But yeah, we'll have to make do with ladder games since of course you can't actually spectate in that. We have TP squad being sold for speed and 2 salves. It seems like nothing too crazy is actually going to happen. Acolyte just sticking around for scouting. Of course, he will spot the Blade Master is running around nearby. Death Knight does have the dust appearance if he needs it, but since he's already taking care of the High Priest, it doesn't seem like he's too worried about a Creepjack. Wand of Illusion gets picked up here. I guess it would be pretty nice to camp out more difficult ones, such as this one, but with those illusions. We'll see though if he actually keeps that. Blade Master just going for the Magi, and it seems like just going to be the Magi here, as he is not going to pick up any Tome Trappers. Illusion going to be used to creep out once again. Of course, I did mention that before. Seems like Death Coil is going to be used to secure the item, which is going to be the Circlet of Nobility there. Just a smidgen away from level 2, which he will indeed get. Blade Master seems like not too interested in that low tier trash, and yeah, not really gonna do much. Probably gonna go for Overseers now, since they do have the chance, of course, dropping the claws, but a lot of wasted time for the Blade Master. But then again, that is pretty much Warcraft 3. Might not always get the best hero harass, so of course it's part of the game, I guess. Ogre Magi camp is going to be started, and with the Wand of Illusion there, should be fairly easy to tank most of this. Dust is going to be used just in case the BM is nearby, but he is not. Healing wards are going to be dropped there, so even more emphasis on actually helping out in terms of creep. So yeah, maybe we'll see an early Ogre from Happy there. Either way, Fly nearly done with his tier 2. I believe Happy should be nearly done as well. So just standard Crypt Fiends, statues / destroyers for Happy. Fly, honestly, orc undead matchups are very variant. It could be double bestiary, it could just be the standard bestiary Sparrow Lodge, but seeing as how destroyers can potentially be in the game, it could very well just be double bestiary. Either way, Blade Master with a little skirmish here on enemy territory is going to deny his own grunt, which is super important because that would have given a little experience over to the Death Knight. But either way, Blade Master is going to retreat for now. Could stay around for that Trapper and get that level 3, but it seems like he is not going to risk it. Death Coil is, of course, a possibility. He's probably just going to go for these skeletons here. Just good, maybe not. Oh, he sees the Nightcrawler camp here, but the Death Knight still has a Charge Lift in his dust and is going to use it immediately. But the Crypt Fiend is going to be the main target. Nightcrawler gets taken down, and I think the Mantle was the item drop there. Either way, Crypt Fiend gets taken down, getting level 3, over to the Blade Master here. Wand of Mana Stealing is going to be used on the DK to prevent any Death Coils, which is a very nice usage of that item. Yeah, very hard to notice that item actually making work, but obviously it showed its value there. Able to prevent healing on that Crypt Fiend is always nice. Lich out for Happy, and Shadowhunter out for Fly. I'll call myself there. Fortress Deck is halfway done, so it seems to be single or just double Bestiary and War Mill placed down here as well, so we will both most likely be seeing those Troll Berserkers coming in, which could be a bait in itself because of course Happy could just not go Destroyers and get a large amount of Crypt Fiends and Abominations to pretty much deal with the Raider frontline that will most likely be seen from Fly here. Rock Golem camp has been started. It seems like the harassment of the Blade Master is enough to push Happy around a little bit, I guess, but either way. Oh, it's actually going to be Wyverns, which is interesting. You don't normally see Fortress Tech single Wyverns or Wind Riders, so weird. I'm not sure what these guys are going to be used for exactly. They are not so very good when it comes to dealing with Crypt Fiends because they just get absolutely destroyed by Web into just Focus Fire, but we'll see. Blade Master picks up True Shot Aura from this Rock Golem camp, so nice steal under Happy's nose. I mean, Happy was literally in front of him, so I don't know why he didn't just go in, but yeah, didn't choose to pull the trigger. I mean, the supply is pretty even, and he is near his base, so yeah, a little curious as to why he was so hesitant there, but either way, Ogre Lord camp is going to be started here for the Blade Master, and it seems like Happy will be coming a little too late. Crystal Ball, probably the worst item that could be dropped for the Ogre Lord. At least that will be a good chunk of cash. Probably the True Shot Aura as well, but we'll have to see if he keeps that or not, because at least Wind Riders can get hit by that one. But compared to just 200 gold straight up, I don't know about it. Scrolled Beast picked up as well, nothing too major. It seems like oh, nice Tome of Experience gets picked up there for the Shadowhunter as well. True Shot Aura as well as the whatever this one was, I forgot what it was, but that does get sold as well. And yes, the Crystal Ball also gets sold, so lots of selling there for Fly. Unfortunately, he is not happy with his drops. He picks up Wand of the Wind from this Magi camp, and not too sure if he's going to keep that one. It can be nice to hit a couple of those Crypt Fiends, but yeah, he could just sell it for quick cash. Jangle of Endurance gets picked up here, so Endurance Aura for the Undead Army. Dark Ranger comes out as a third hero. Meanwhile, Turin Chieftain comes out for the third hero of Fly. Pretty late game scenario for both sides. Battle Drums upgrades for the Kodo Beasts as well. Not much of an army for Fly, it looks like. Just a couple of grunts, Headhunter, you know, Wind Rider and a Kodo. Doesn't seem that big of an army, but then again, Happy doesn't seem to have that many either. Grunt is going to get immediately taken down. Frost Nova onto the other Grunt as well, and it seems to be a quick snipe before TP scrolling back home. So yeah, a bit of culling of the week there on Fly's side. He does get the Berserker upgrades completed. A little curious as to see what his main army is going to consist of. It seems to be Berserkers here, but I don't know how well they actually fare against Crypt Fiends. Yeah, especially with the I guess Death Knight healing versus Shadowhunter healing. We'll see, we'll see. I do like myself some Troll Berserkers. So we'll see how they fare. And of course we do have a single destroyer in the air, so at least they will be useful for that. Immunity Abominations doesn't seem like it. Burrow is being upgraded for Happy. Upgrades still 0-0 for those Crypt Fiends and Destroyers. And yeah, no upgrades for either of those Orc units either. So +1 armor for all Orc units is underway, so that's the only upgrade I can see so far. Oh, seems like Happy just started +1 attack for his Crypt Fiends and Destroyers as well. I guess heroes are pretty much the next thing to talk about. So level 4, level 3, and level 2 for the Orc heroes in order. Level 4, level 3, and level 2 for Happy's heroes as well. So it's pretty much even for both sides. So yeah, the determining factor is just how well they play with their units, the items that they contain, and yeah, who makes the mistake first. It seems like True Shot Aura got picked up again and is on the TC. I'm not sure if that's going to get sold again, but considering he has a lot of Berserkers out, it seems like a good idea to keep on to that item. I don't think he's actually in need of any gold here, as yeah, he's at like 800, so I don't think he needs to go at 1k right now. Happy also sitting on a lot of gold as well, and so far it seems like both players are looking to maybe go into low upkeep. We'll have to wait and see. Oh, seems like Happy broke that ice immediately, as he is going 55/60 right now. Fly, not too sure on himself, but I mean, if he wants to win, he probably has to go over that line as well. Otherwise, he's just going to get overwhelmed by his opponent, who even brings along a couple of ghouls as well. Luckily, no shade for Happy, so Fly is not spotted with his Blade Master. Is going to start immediately going after that statue, which I guess it was pretty much out of mana, but that was the one of two statues right now. It seems like this statue just got absorbed out of its mana as well, so it might turn into 4 destroyers in the air versus a whole bunch of Troll Berserkers, which is a little bit questionable. We'll have to wait and see. Our Scroll of Protection is going to be used on the Undead army, and they're going straight after the Troll Berserkers themselves. Turn Chieftain goes for a Stomp, but it doesn't seem like it's gonna last too long. Kodo Beast doing a Dine and Dash with the one Crypt Fiend. Crypt Fiends are also being microed into burrowing to the ground there. We are still at a very strong 2 destroyers in the air. Wind Riders are trying their best as well, but looking at the supply, it seems like Happy is getting turned around quite a bit, and only his heroes are seemingly left. His destroyers are following suit from those Troll Berserker spears there, and well, what do you know, it seems like Fly was able to get the GG out of Happy. So yeah, I'm so surprised Happy didn't go Abominations. He was the one that picked the fight as well, so a little questionable. Maybe overestimated his opponent, but yeah, 4 destroyers versus all those Berserkers just didn't seem to work well. So hopefully you guys enjoyed this one. I will try and get one out tomorrow or maybe the day after, but yeah, other than that, hope you guys enjoy your holidays.